Morning from Dunsmore Moving Dirt. We're fixing to start our next little project here. We're on a ranch in Wilbarger County, and we're going to dig a 10,000 yard round hole back down there, probably a half a mile, and then probably 100 yards off of this right of way here. So what we're going to do this morning, we're going to go through here and clear some of just the little scrubby brushes off so we don't have no flats and stuff. And then when we get down there that right of way, we'll turn off and have to make a road to a tank, clear the tank side out where we can lay it out. The trees are so thick you can't run a tape measure through there. So we're going to get that cleared out this morning. And what they're going to do, we're going to dig this 10,000 yard stock tank. It'll be 20 foot deep, and they're going to use the dirt and haul it out of there sometime and kind of fix some of the county roads up in the area. So that's going to be the next project we're going to start. Got moved in yesterday evening late, so we're going to start this morning. We'll set the camera up and let y'all see some of that as we get it going. James here with Dunsmore Moving Dirt. Well, we still out here where we made the road to where we was gonna dig the stock pond, and right here is where I turned and went all the way down here, probably another quarter of a mile. And we started down there, quarter of a mile. I've dug 3 test holes, and the last one was right that pile of dirt right there, and every one of them I hit rock about 5 foot, and I couldn't even rip it. So we come up on this side of the power lines, and I dug a test pit right there where that flag is with the sucker rod there, and I got down 6-7 foot and never hit a rock one. So this is the spot. So didn't think we was ever going to find one, but we finally got up high enough to get off the top of that rock. And the ground's a little bit flatter here instead of just being a big old deep draw like down through there. I guess so much of that dirt's washed out over the years. It's just 5 foot to rock, and when you're going to dig a hole 20 foot in the ground and you hit rock at 5 foot, that makes a long 15 foot to try to go through. So that's something you don't want to do. So anyway, this is it. The outside of the hole's marked off with sucker rod and red ribbons, and that'll be open from where this flag is around to the other white flag on it. That'll be open where the water comes in, and then there'll be dirt from there all the way around to where we're standing. And it'll probably spill through here where this opening is, but that'll be level full of dirt and probably taller than that. But they're going to haul the dirt off, and they'll just cut it down to a certain elevation, and so that'll probably have 4 or 5 foot of dirt over that, and that'll probably be the spillway. And over there where the little ribbons are on the brush, there's a white flag below it. I got to be 20 foot in the ground below that, so this hole will be 20 foot deep into the ground. So anyway, I just got all these stakes set and the ribbons on there, so I'm going to start pushing a little dirt now. So been out here 2 days and I hadn't moved no dirt yet, other than trying to find a spot to dig it. So but we eventually found one, so that's good news for the landowner and everybody else. So we're going to see what we can do and get this thing dug. So we'll let you see some of that as we go down. So we'll talk to y'all. Okay, we've been moving these. There's two spots mainly on this hole that was real high before, higher than everything else, and you always want to get your high ground cut down a little bit, so that's why I stayed over there and cut that, so it's starting to look the level that everything else is. And then right here was another hump. The ground was high, so you always want to try to get your ground as level as you can and then start taking everything down. So, and then this is still high back here, but I hadn't, that's downhill cutting. You back up on the slope, that flag line, and cut it down the hill. So if anything ever gets high in the tank, you can leave that high back there, because you can cut dirt downhill. You don't want to have to cut dirt uphill. So in the morning, I'll probably get up here and get that down a little bit. Once you get it all pretty level, you don't have to set up an instrument or nothing, just get it where it all looks the same. You want to keep it going downhill to the toe of this slope all the time. Now, you can't keep it that way when you're backing up here and cutting dirt from the middle going out, but every now and then you just can't sit back up here and get the center lower than it is the toe of this slope, or you've got trouble again. You're cutting dirt uphill instead of pushing dirt uphill, and there's a big difference. So, and it don't take you long to figure it out. You always want to keep this going downhill to the toe of this slope. So always push dirt uphill, don't cut dirt uphill. So usually what I'll do, once I get it going down, I'll back up here and make some short passes all the way around, get this lower, and then I'll back up here and take the center down level with the front toe, and then just go around the edge again and get this front toe low than the center. So it helps move dirt a little bit easier and everything. So we'll let y'all see some of that in the morning. We'll be back out in the morning, start taking this thing down. I've had a little bit of rock show up, but some over there, but I think it's just, there's a little old creek right there in the bottom of it. So far everything's looking pretty good. So we'll talk to y'all in the morning when we're back out here. Bye.